You're here because you're tired of feeling invisible, exhausted by the endless cycle of chasing someone who treats you like an afterthought. Every time you reach out, every moment you wait for their approval, you feel that familiar sting of being seen as nothing more than a backup plan, a safety net, easily discarded. The frustration, the loneliness, and the quiet resignation echo through your days, and you know deep down that this isn't the life you deserve. You're aching to reclaim your worth, to break free from a routine that diminishes your strength and value. This isn't about manipulation or playing mind games. It's about awakening an ancient power that has endured for millennia, Stoicism. In this moment, as you confront the pain of being overlooked, a new path opens up, one that promises to guide you toward emotional mastery, self-reliance, and the unwavering confidence to become the man you were always meant to be. Stay with this message, because the journey to transforming your reality starts right here, by turning the pain into the power that redefines your destiny. Too many have been conditioned to believe that in order to be loved, one must be relentlessly available, overly accommodating, and endlessly agreeable. The truth is, if someone makes you their fallback, it is not a reflection of their worth, but a mirror of how you value yourself. When the cycle of chasing, texting back in seconds, and bending over backward to please is allowed to persist, it speaks volumes about the misplaced importance given to another's validation. Every canceled plan, every last-minute reschedule, and every ghosted text is not a slight against you. It is a clear message. Your time, your energy, and your presence are not being honored as they should be. The moment this pattern is recognized, it becomes the first step toward reclaiming a life lived on your own terms. Within the realm of Stoicism lies the power of emotional detachment, a principle that transforms every setback into an opportunity for growth and every rejection into a stepping stone toward self-improvement. It is easy to fall into the trap of equating emotional availability with weakness, but true strength is found in the ability to remain composed regardless of external chaos. Picture a scenario where someone you care for suddenly becomes distant or indifferent. Instead of spiraling into self-doubt, the Stoic mindset views this as a natural ebb and flow of life. Emotional detachment is not about withholding care or shutting down. It is about ensuring that your happiness is self-generated and not dependent on the unpredictable behavior of others. When emotional equilibrium is maintained, the world sees a figure of unwavering strength, a person whose inner calm is unshaken by the turbulence of another's actions. Equally critical is the practice of setting and enforcing personal boundaries. Boundaries are not walls built to keep others out. They are the lines drawn in the sand that communicate self-respect and clarity. When one's time is constantly at the disposal of someone else's whims, when plans are rearranged at the drop of a hat and every text is answered immediately, the message being sent is that personal worth is secondary to being perpetually available. By establishing clear limits around availability, emotional investment, and personal space, a subtle yet undeniable shift occurs. The dynamic changes from one where someone else's schedule dictates your life to one where your own ambitions, responsibilities, and desires become paramount. Boundaries are a declaration that your life is rich with purpose, and that every moment is too valuable to be squandered on those who do not reciprocate the same level of commitment. In today's world of digital connectivity, where constant communication is mistakenly equated with intimacy, the art of mystery emerges as a powerful ally. There is an undeniable allure in not being an open book, a compelling intrigue in not revealing every thought or plan at once. When every moment of life is broadcasted in real time, the magic of anticipation is lost. Instead of oversharing and thereby diluting the value of one's presence, a measured approach is adopted. This approach is characterized by a careful balance between engagement and restraint, ensuring that the spark of curiosity remains alive. It is in this balance that true attractiveness is found, when the unpredictability of your life becomes a canvas upon which the imagination paints possibilities, and when every interaction leaves a lingering question, what is next? This is not about playing hard to get. It is about cultivating a life so engaging and multifaceted that others cannot help but be drawn to the mystery of it all. Central to this transformative mindset is the recognition of time as the most precious resource. Every minute spent adjusting to someone else's timeline is a minute diverted from your personal journey of growth and fulfillment. The relentless pursuit of being constantly available sends a clear message. Your time is not as valuable as someone else's convenience. By reclaiming your time, by prioritizing your own plans, ambitions, and interests, you not only enhance your own life, but also elevate the way others perceive you. Scarcity, when applied judiciously, creates a sense of value and demand. In the realm of relationships, when your presence is no longer taken for granted, it becomes a commodity that others begin to work for, rather than expecting it to be handed over freely. This shift in perspective transforms every interaction into an exchange where both parties contribute equally, and where respect is earned rather than assumed. The principle of reciprocity further underscores the essence of a balanced relationship. It is a harsh reality that when too much is given without equal return, it sets a precedent that leads to being undervalued. Effort, like any other currency, must be exchanged in fair measure. When one's contributions are met with half-hearted responses or lukewarm engagement, it signals that the investment is not being reciprocated. In such instances, the Stoic approach dictates that withdrawal becomes not a punishment but a reclaiming of self-worth. By stepping back, the vacuum created forces the other party to reevaluate the dynamics of the interaction, often igniting a realization of what was being taken for granted. This recalibration, born out of the strategic conservation of energy and time, is not an act of desperation, but a powerful statement of self-respect. In a landscape where rejection is often met with despair and self-doubt, the Stoic mindset reframes every no as an invaluable lesson. Rejection, in its rawest form, is not a verdict on personal worth, but a directional signpost pointing toward uncharted opportunities. It is an invitation to re-examine, recalibrate, and ultimately, to grow. Each time a connection falters or a promise is broken, the Stoic view is that the experience is a mirror reflecting areas for self-improvement, a gentle push toward becoming more refined and resilient. Embracing rejection as a catalyst for change transforms it from a source of pain into a beacon of progress, guiding the path toward becoming a person who is not defined by others' perceptions, but by an inner commitment to constant evolution. Furthermore, the journey to self-prioritization demands that external validation be replaced with intrinsic purpose. The goal is not to isolate oneself from the world, but to construct a life so enriched with personal achievements, passions, and goals that no external force can dictate its value. In this state of being, every interaction, every challenge, and every success becomes a part of a larger narrative, a narrative where self-fulfillment is the ultimate destination. This narrative is one where being chosen is not the result of desperate pursuit, but of living a life that is inherently magnetic, compelling others to naturally gravitate toward it. When inner validation becomes the cornerstone, the lure of external validation diminishes, allowing for relationships that are built on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than on dependency and neediness. In the realm of emotional stability, the ability to serve as an anchor for others while remaining unanchored oneself is a rare and potent quality. The storm of emotions that often engulfs relationships can be both mesmerizing and destructive. Yet, within this tempest, there exists the opportunity to become the calm center, an unflinching pillar amidst the chaos. By resisting the impulse to react impulsively to every emotional surge, a steady, composed presence is maintained. This stability is not born out of indifference, but of a deep-rooted understanding that true strength lies in measured responses and deliberate actions. When the waves of drama crash around, it is the serene, unyielding force that remains, drawing others not with empty promises, but with the quiet assurance of reliability. In this way, the calm in the storm is not merely a reaction to external circumstances, but a manifestation of an inner mastery that commands respect and fosters lasting connections. Yet perhaps the most transformative aspect of this journey is the gradual shift in how one views oneself. Every moment spent on self-improvement, every boundary set, every instance of detachment, and every reclaiming of time contributes to an evolving sense of self-worth. This metamorphosis is not about transforming into someone unrecognizable, but about peeling away the layers of doubt and conformity to reveal a core that is resilient, purposeful, and undeniably valuable. In this evolution, the mirror no longer reflects an individual who is chasing approval or waiting for validation. Instead, it reflects a person who has learned to live with intention, who is deeply aware of the value of his time and presence, and who has embraced the art of living in accordance with principles that have been proven over millennia. As this journey unfolds, every interaction begins to reflect the new paradigm, one where consistency in actions overshadows empty words, where presence is measured by quality rather than quantity, and where each day is a deliberate step toward a future defined by personal achievements and emotional freedom. This is not an overnight transformation. It is a gradual and deliberate process of aligning every aspect of life with a higher purpose. The path is marked by moments of quiet reflection, by small victories that accumulate into significant changes, and by a steadfast commitment to living life as the priority rather than an option. In this pursuit, it is essential to recognize that the journey toward self-prioritization is a continuous one, a dynamic interplay between growth and reflection, between the external challenges that test resolve and the internal victories that affirm it. Every decision made with the Stoic mindset is a reaffirmation of self-worth. Every boundary enforced is a testament to personal integrity, and every moment of emotional detachment is a reinforcement of the inner strength that comes from self-reliance. This continuous journey is not merely about surviving the unpredictable waves of relationships. It is about thriving amidst them, about evolving into a figure whose calm presence and deliberate actions make it impossible to be relegated to the background. Ultimately, the transformation achieved through embracing the Stoic mindset extends far beyond the realm of relationships. It permeates every aspect of life: work, friendships, personal aspirations, creating a holistic sense of fulfillment that radiates outward. When the focus shifts from seeking external validation to cultivating internal resilience and purpose, every interaction becomes an opportunity for growth. The energy once spent in chasing validation now fuels the pursuit of excellence, and the power that comes from emotional detachment paves the way for genuine connections built on mutual respect. This is the true art of mastering one's emotions and time, a relentless, uncompromising commitment to living life on one's own terms, where every moment is valued and every experience contributes to the greater tapestry of personal evolution. As this message sinks in, it becomes clear that the transformation from being treated as an option to being recognized as a priority is not about playing the field or manipulating emotions. It is about cultivating a life so enriched with purpose, so defined by personal integrity and unwavering resolve, that it becomes impossible for anyone to see you as anything less than irreplaceable. The essence of this philosophy is not simply to survive the turbulent dynamics of modern relationships, but to thrive within them, to become the kind of person who commands respect, not through force or manipulation, but through a deep-seated understanding of self-worth and an unyielding commitment to personal excellence. In the end, this journey is a call to action for every individual who has ever felt undervalued, overlooked, or taken for granted. It is a reminder that the power to shape one's destiny lies not in the hands of others, but within oneself. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, by setting firm boundaries, by reclaiming the precious resource of time, and by valuing actions over empty words, a transformation occurs that elevates one from being merely an option to becoming the priority that others aspire to be around. It is a quiet revolution, a subtle yet unstoppable force that redefines what it means to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Reflect on this. The journey toward becoming the priority in any relationship starts with the understanding that self-worth is not granted by others, but earned through unwavering self-respect and a commitment to personal growth. It is a journey marked by resilience in the face of rejection, by the strength to set boundaries, and by the wisdom to live with emotional detachment. The transformation that follows is profound, a shift from being constantly available to being a magnetic force, a shift from chasing validation to cultivating an inner certainty that is unshakable. Every moment of self-improvement, every decision made to honor personal time and boundaries, is a step toward a future where the value of one's presence is recognized and cherished. The message is clear. Living a life defined by purpose, discipline, and self-respect is the most powerful way to transform every relationship. It is an invitation to reclaim control over your time and emotions, to build a life that is so compelling that others naturally strive to be part of it. Embracing this mindset is not about rejecting emotional connections or turning away from intimacy. It is about ensuring that these connections are built on a foundation of mutual respect, equality, and genuine appreciation for the value that each person brings to the table. Consider the implications of this transformation. When the focus shifts from trying to earn someone's validation to simply living a life of purpose and integrity, every challenge becomes an opportunity, every setback a lesson, and every rejection a catalyst for further growth. In this state of constant evolution, the power to command respect and to be seen as irreplaceable is not bestowed. It is earned through every decision, every boundary set, and every moment dedicated to personal excellence. As the journey unfolds, it leaves behind a trail of insights that compel deeper reflection. A call to question the habits that keep one tethered to the role of an option rather than the architect of one's destiny. It invites a quiet revolution within, a shift from a life of dependency on others' perceptions to a life of intrinsic fulfillment and purpose. The lessons of Stoicism, the strength of emotional detachment, the clarity of personal boundaries, and the wisdom of reclaiming one's time form the cornerstone of a philosophy that does more than improve relationships. It transforms the very essence of what it means to live a life that is both purposeful and profoundly respected. In the final analysis, every moment spent embracing this Stoic mindset is an investment in a future where personal worth is not negotiable, where boundaries are respected, and where the magnetic power of self-reliance commands attention without the need for constant validation. It is a journey that redefines relationships by shifting the focus from being chased to being the one who sets the pace. A journey that transforms every interaction into a testament of self-respect and a celebration of personal strength. Let this message resonate deeply, serving as a reminder that true power comes from within, and that the ultimate victory lies not in the fleeting approval of others, but in the lasting, unwavering recognition of one's own worth. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey today. If these strategies resonate with you, if you're ready to break free from manipulation and embrace your inner strength, then take action now. Hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss out on more empowering content. Share this message with anyone ready to redefine their narrative and reclaim control over their life.